Howdy everyone, this is Mopbot, this is the Dime Society, and welcome back to episode number 14. We're here at Spawn, and we've got a lovely view of the place. This really is impressive. We're right next to the city district right now. You can see Coop's house in the background there. You can see GameSpace's base back there somehow. If I can figure out how to walk, you can there. Right there, that little glass thing. Okay, let me get off before I fall off the edge here, and flip out of this mode here. There we go. And where's my armor? Because I am bound to fall off of this thing. Yeah, you can see I'm really high up right now. I'm actually on top of OG's, what is this thing? A villager breeder? I don't know if it's actually working yet, though. And we got Coop's house right there. We got Project of Ravens back there. You can just kind of see it out of the fog. Maybe if I turn a little bit, you can see it just a little bit better. Yeah, there it is. And then we got GameSpace's base down there. We got a few towers as well. We got OG's right there. Coop's right there. You can see Lurgan's just before the fog. And again, I think if we turn, yeah, you can see it better there. We got Corp's massive tower. And then, well, mine's behind it, and I don't think you can actually see that. Even if I come all the way over, nope, that's just completely covered by Corp's tower. It used to be one of the tallest until this building and this building went in. And then, of course, that one, too, that GameSpace has been working on. But yeah, I've really been trumped here. So anyway, let's hop down here, and I'm just going to pearl. So, okay, perfect. This thing is from the front looks, well, pretty funny. Giant villager head carved out of stone. It is pretty awesome, though. It's going to fit in really well with what we're doing in this episode because this is going to be a bit more of a Christmas-themed episode. And we're going to be working on doing a Secret Santa project, at least here at the beginning of the episode. I'm not sure what we'll do after that. But I've got plans for this guy, and it's going to be pretty awesome. So, yeah, we're doing a server-wide Secret Santa. And I'm going to be setting it up, and this is going to be kind of my base of operations, at least kind of underneath this thing. But we're going to dress this guy up like Santa. So this testificate is going to be like testificate claws or NPC claws, whatever you want to call them. We're going to have like a beard on him and get like a Santa hat on him. So I've already gotten some supplies together. Let's just hop up there. Yeah, you can see him right there. We got the red stained clay and then some snow for the beard and the little ball on top of the hat. And then we also have a few pieces of paper and an anvil. So how it'll work will be pretty simple. Other server members will come up, put their names on the paper right there, toss them in, and then we'll randomize and draw to see who has who for the Secret Santa. So this will be opening. Hopefully I can finish it today. Today is, what, the 11th? So in a week it'll be the 18th, and that's when it'll close. 1 week before Christmas as well. So that'll be pretty good timing. I think it'll give plenty of time to get people to be able to do their stuff before Christmas, and hopefully release some stuff actually on Christmas. I'm going to try to release a video right on Christmas or maybe Christmas Eve that is pretty Christmas themed and doing the Christmas gift and maybe even opening my own depending on when it gets there. But yeah, anyway, it's time to actually decorate this thing. So we'll see how this can actually go because I have no clue what I'm doing. Honestly, I'm not working off a picture or anything, just going to wing it. So I think it'll be pretty funny when it's done. So I hopped over to my camera account to help me with the building, and I don't think I helped myself enough because if we come back here, that's not a beard. That was an epic failure. So it's not going to be flat in the end, but I was just trying to get the shape, and I don't think I really quite nailed it even closely. I think it needs to be a lot less symmetrical and come down a lot further and a lot steeper too, because right now it's, well, it just looks awful. That should come down to probably below where I'm standing. Probably right about here would be good. And then maybe kind of like come off to the side too a little bit more. So on the left side, it just comes down a little bit steeper than the right side. And then maybe curls or something at the bottom. And make it actually look like a beard and not like whatever this is. So yeah, I got to keep working with trying to plan out where this thing's going to go because, well, this is just not acceptable. Okay, after like 3 attempts, I actually finally got something that I'm pleased with. I think this shape will work a lot better. Of course, I still have to fill it in and actually make it pop out a little bit. That'll help a lot, but right now, I think this is the shape we're going to go with. And this has actually kind of sparked a thought that maybe down here we just do the entrance separate from the beard. Originally, I was planning on having it like right here, and then we'll go back into the mountain a little bit and maybe even up into the head. Although now I'm thinking because of the shape of the beard down here, we just do kind of like an angled entrance and then do almost like an igloo inside of this big patch of dirt right here. And then just put the randomizer in there. I think that could be pretty cool. And yeah, they'll kind of blend in a little bit nicely because we'll have like a white igloo behind the white beard and it won't pop out too much. Whereas having a hole in the middle of the beard, well, that really would have. So yeah, a little bit of work to do. Although I have just kind of thought of something. The size of the head is going to make doing a Santa hat quite awkward. I don't know exactly how that's going to work, and that'll probably take me quite a while to figure out how to do, just like the beard did, but I guess we'll come to that when we actually need to. But anyway, I've got some work to do on the beard, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is why I'm not meant to do builds that are supposed to look like real life things, because that that just, no. That does not look very good. We're gonna go with it because, well, really, I just want to get the build actually working so that we can start this thing tonight. But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad, I guess. It's just, it's not horribly great. It doesn't look very bushy at all. It looks more like an old man beard than a Santa beard. But anyway, up top, you can see where we put the beginning of the hat, and it kind of slouches a little bit in the middle, so like it'd be hanging down. And I don't think I quite captured that either, but the hat's going to go off, and then we'll have the little ball, the ball, or whatever that's called, at the end, that little puff ball. So that shouldn't be too hard to do, hopefully. I'll probably still find a way to mess it up, though. And I realized that this villager actually doesn't have a mouth, and that, well, I don't think any villager really has a mouth, so that's probably contributing to why the beard looks just slightly weird. And maybe if we had the hole to enter in the center, it would look like a mouth, but I'm not going to play with that because, well, honestly, I think everything I do to this thing's just going to make it worse. So we're just going to leave it as is, and yeah, we're just going to pretend it looks good. Maybe if we fly back a little bit, it'll look just a little bit better. Maybe. I don't think that's happening. Nope, definitely not happening. It looks quite comical though, so I guess I'm okay with it. So yeah, anyway, I think I've got the hat to do, and this is, again, it's just going to be awful. I've just come to grips with the fact that it's not going to look horribly good, but you know what? It's going to be okay. It's going to look Christmassy, and that's the goal here. Oh God, this is going to kill me. Oh! Ah. Okay, everything seems to be in order now, and let's see. Let's come down here and see how this thing looks. You do have to look at it straight on because it's only 2D, but no worries, this isn't permanent, so it'll be gone in a few weeks. You know, I guess it's okay from the front, and thanks, Rain, for doing that. But anyway, yeah, I guess from the front it actually doesn't look too bad. I think the hat is actually fairly decent, at least from down here it is. Back up just a little bit. Maybe we'll be able to see it just a little bit better. Oh, no, not going to make it. So, let's come all the way back here then. Can we see past the tree? Oh yeah, this thing's huge. You know, I guess it's acceptable. It looks like he has a really, really tall head though, but I guess we're going to go with it because, well, frankly, I just want to get a hold of the redstone and start working on that. But yeah, we actually need just a little bit more snow, and I forgot about that. And I've gone through so many pearls. It's been probably about 3 stacks of pearls in just this little bit of time. It really doesn't take a lot to waste many when you're dealing with this and falling a lot. So yeah, we got to fill that back in, and I'm not going to worry about puffing or anything. It's going to be 2D. That was a lot of work, and it just looks like, well, yeah, it doesn't look very good. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then start digging out the area for the igloo that's going to go under there for the redstone. And then we can finally get working on something real today. But just in case you're wondering what it looks like from up here, here it is. The hat is huge. It's really meant to be looked at from the ground, because when you come down here, it kind of scales back a little bit on just how big it is. You can see it kind of slouches over a little bit too, and that ball is really small at the end. But, you know, the more I stare at it, I think it's just a little bit better. Although you definitely do not want to be looking at it from the side, because otherwise it just looks like that. This guy really does look derpy, but you know what? I've actually kind of come to like it. It's pretty funny, and it's not permanent, so you know what? I'm glad with this. We're going to get out of this because it's confusing me. So anyway, let's go up here because I did do this a little bit. I mean, I dug out a hole and lined it with snow, so that wasn't the hardest thing. And the ground is still stone. We're probably just going to leave it like this. I mean, it looks like an igloo. It's not horribly fancy. I mean, we're using torches for Pete's sake, you know? So anyway, on the right side, we'll probably just have a sign that says enter your name here and have like a chest in the anvil to rename it. And then on the other side, we'll just do the randomizer. And depending on how many people join it, we might just be able to use a single dropper, because if only like 8 people sign up, which is kind of what I'm expecting, I think there's like 13 or 14 people on the server. So, you know, a little over half is probably sounds pretty good. We can just have that over here and just click a button and it'll be random on its own, and we don't have to worry about any extra stuff. So I was kind of thinking, you know, first, you know, we'll do like a whole shuffling thing, but then I realized we really don't have, you know, 30 or 40 members, so there's not a huge point to that. So I guess there won't actually be that much redstone in this build, but you know what? I'm kind of happy with it. It's Christmassy, and it makes me happy. And also, when it rained before, I found out that this guy actually died and I had to go replace him. And yeah, that was a pain because the nearest snow was not around here. I had to go, well, I mean, I could have taken that down, but, you know, I didn't think of that until I came back. So, you know, let's count the amount of fails that Mott can make in one episode. But, yeah, anyway, I'm just going to grab those last little bits in this thing, and then let's get a path going up to this, too, because I think that could look pretty nice. And I don't know what the server's doing. Yep, I couldn't even handle making a simple staircase. This thing looks so weird. Oh, okay, we're just... Oh, I don't think I've done anything successful in this episode. But here's all the few bits in here. I left the crafting bench in here for making stairs. We're just going to leave it there because of, kind of like symmetry for the other side and just kind of balancing. There's 15 pieces of paper in here, which is more than enough for how many players are on the server. So, yeah, I guess we'll see how this turns out. But let's look at this one final time because this guy's just hilarious. Maybe if I turned his eyes to red, it would look better, but I'm not going to do that. Obviously, this isn't my build to actually change in that manner. But, yep, anyway, this was a short episode, but it was just focusing on this. Next one will, of course, be a normal episode, hopefully, or maybe the Christmas episode. I guess we'll see how long it actually is until the next episode. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this anyway, because, well, I did have some quite derpy builds. But anyway, this has been MopBot, and I'm out.